Good evening, and so delighted to have you all join us this evening for this special occasion. I think you'll really appreciate it. What about you, Portia? You think they're going to like this?
I think they're going to really enjoy it. I've had such a fulfilling, joyous day, so I'm happy to have this, the end of the day, be this celebration with one of my favorite people in the world, you, and celebrating an organization that I love. So it's been a really empowering Juneteenth for me. So I'm happy to be here and happy to be able to close out the day on a high note.
Right. I'm so happy that we're here for the NAACP Houston branch, but tonight we'll be graced by one of our youngest members, one of our youth members who participates in AXO, Miss Imani Davenport. I'm really excited to hear from her tonight because this is our legacy,
Absolutely.
and just like we've been poured into, now we're watching her be poured into.
Kind of pour into the youth, yes.
Yes, legacy. And that's what Juneteenth is about. Understanding where we come from and having an idea of where we're going in our future. So let's real quick, Portia, what's the announcement for this weekend?
Okay, so tomorrow we are partnering as a branch with the Greater Channel chapter of Jack and Jill, and they're going to be at the branch tomorrow at 7 p.m., 7 to 8 p.m., doing a candlelight visual to, of course, honor all of our lost ones, our brothers and sisters that we have lost over the past forever, but more recently, the ones that we've talked about and highlighted on our show. Ahmaud Arbery, George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Rashard Brooks. We've got our local ones here, Adrian Medeiros, and so we've had Rayshard Scales. So we've had our own here in Houston that we want to honor as well. So they'll be doing a candlelight visual. They'll also be doing voter registration. In addition to that, they will also be doing a membership drive. So if you want to come in person and sign up to be a member of our organization, of course, it's $30. So they will be taking memberships from 7 to 8 p.m. tomorrow at the outside of the branch, not inside. It'll be outside. And we encourage you to stop by during that time. Wear your mask, of course, and we're going to be social distancing, but come by, partner with the youth, be able to enjoy them. This weekend is all about us embracing our young people. So please, located at 2002 Wheeler Avenue in Houston, Texas.
All right. And that's tomorrow. Tell us the time again.
7 p.m. to 8 p.m. So it's a very small window. So if you can get by there and drive by, they would really enjoy it. We would appreciate that as well.
All right. Well, thank you, Portia. We'll catch you at the end of the show, okay?
All right.
All righty. So, guys, let me tell you about our guests. This evening, we are joined by Imani Davenport. She will bless us with a beautiful voice as she sings the Negro National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing. Imani is a recent graduate of Springwoods High School and will be attending Texas Southern University in the fall. As a youth council member for the past 3 years, her advocacy work has been in the areas of education and raising funds and awareness of applying for scholarships, not loans, through the UNCF, as well as political action through the form of voter registration, as well as she has marched in the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day Parade to help get out the vote. She also promotes entrepreneurship. As a delegate to the NAACP National Conventions, she has sung Lift Every Voice and Sing at the NAACP Spring Arn Awards. She sung at the National Youth Advisors Luncheon, recited her poem at the NAACP National Youth and College Division Awards Dinner. She has performed in the National NAACP AXO Awards Program and AXO Showcase. On the NAACP Houston Branch AXO competition level, she has won gold in the music vocal contemporary category 2 years in a row. Poetry written and silver medal in music voice classical. She has also performed for the 100th NAACP Houston Branch Freedom Fund Dinner and the installation of its officers and executive committee members. Without further delay, ladies and gentlemen, Would you please stand with me as we acknowledge and celebrate Juneteenth as Imani sings for us the Negro National Anthem. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicings rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Out of the gloomy past, till now we stand at last, where the white gleam of our bright star is cast. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod, felt in the days when hope unborn had died, yet with a steady beat have not our weary feet come to the place for which our fathers sighed. We have come over a way that with tears have been watered. We have come treading our path through the blood of the slain. Out of the gloomy past, till now we stand at last, where the white gleam of our bright star is cast. God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, thou who hast brought us thus far on the way, thou who hast by thy might led us into the light, lead us forever in the path we pray. Lest our feet stray from the places, our God, where we met thee, lest our hearts, drunk with the wine of the world, we forget thee. Shadow beneath thy hand, may we forever stand true to our God, true to our native land. Wow. Thank you so much, Imani. That was beautiful.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so very much. You can go ahead, have a seat, get relaxed. I know we're intruding on your Friday night. Hi, Mom.
Hi. All right.
All right. So, Imani, you're starting the year off. You ended the school year with COVID-19. Not you personally, but
Yes, ma'am.
you started your journey into this world shortly after 9/11. And now you've seen COVID-19. So you've seen the most incredible times in modern history. And now here we are celebrating the 155th anniversary of Juneteenth.
Yeah.
At a time where we're seeing the second wave of the civil rights movement.
Mm-hmm.
How does that make you feel as a young woman preparing to start her college career?
To be honest, it makes me feel kind of nervous for what the future holds. I knew that, all of the civil rights activists and people that I have followed, their work has never really been done, and they've continued to fight over the years. So there's never really been a break, at least I think, for the civil rights movement. But moving forward, it's kind of scary to think that we're still fighting with the same amount of force, with the same amount of strength that we have to in the first place. You would really think that in 2020, we wouldn't have to be worried about our men being killed on the street, or our young men, our brothers, our sisters, our mothers, and it's tiring, but I know that if we continue the good fight, we'll get through it. So I'm hopeful, I'm positive, and I am optimistic that everything will be okay.
Awesome. Can you slide up for us, scoot up a little bit closer to your camera so everyone can see your beautiful face? Thank you so much. And you're absolutely right. I mean, your sentiments, I can relate to them as well. So as you prepare to start college in the fall, what are your academic plans, and how will you use those to help galvanize and move your community forward?
So I plan to go to Texas Southern University, go Tigers, to major in, the technical term is recording and industry management, music, but I just call it music production because that's what it is. But I want to minor in psychology. I plan to do that because I want to better understand people. I want to be able to affect people in a positive way, an effective way. So in order to do that, you have to know people. I want to go for music production because music is my passion. And as for, I want to say, the Black community, music is deep in our roots. Rhythm is deep in our roots. And so because I've noticed that there is a lack of educational opportunities in my community specifically, a lot of my I want to say my generation has resorted to trying to make it in the music industry. And so I feel like if I can go to school for music production and make my own label, I can be able to, help guide people through that path, so that, we can all make it.
Yeah. Music plays an incredible role in our community. It's so important. It tells our history. It tells our stories. This week we had two very incredible Houston music contributors in the form of Rob G and Mad Hatter, who have been on the radio here for years.
Yeah.
And they have a very large wealth of information inside of them. And they came on and shared with us on Wednesday. But it was incredible how we were able to link Black music to our history. And what you just did by performing that song by James Weldon Johnson, you connected us to our history. And if anyone listens, I know I was probably making faces and everything because I was just feeling it, right? But you can make a connection to those lyrics. You can relate it back to where our forefathers may have been on June 19th, 1865, as well as where we are today, June 19th, 2020. What do you see with your, I would say, your classmates or people in your age group, your generation? Where do you see us going with you all as our leaders 20, 30 years from now in terms of civil rights?
So I can speak for my fellow AXO participants. I met a lot of cool people over the past 3 years. Because I went to a school that was predominantly Hispanic, I wasn't exposed to Black activism until, late in high school. And so when I met all of those people at AXO and they looked like me and they were talented and they were so smart and they were willing to put in the work to make this work, it was an amazing experience. So knowing them, I feel like my generation is about to set this world on fire.
Yes.
I mean, like, I can't explain it. We have artists, we have dancers, poets, orators, just people all across the board that are in my age group that are willing to use their talents and their God-given gifts to make the world a better place and make sure that this movement moves forward. So I think we're in good hands.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. I felt that. Like, I had chills when you said my generation gonna set it on fire. And I love that because, some people have grown tired, or they've been fighting for it for so long that they need to hear that the torch has someone to carry it.
Right.
So I'm not tired. I don't think I'll ever be tired, but I'm so happy to hear you say that your generation will be there to carry that torch.
Oh, yeah.
So we have some comments coming in, and there are people watching this, and there'll be people who will watch this when we're done. They'll watch it later. Is there anything that you would like to tell people, like, about your feelings, how you feel when you watch the protest? Did you attend the George Floyd protest here?
I was not able to.
I couldn't hear you.
I was not able to, sadly.
Okay. But did you saw the...
Yes, ma'am.
And you've seen all the protests. How has that made you feel as this very young woman?
Oh, man. I feel so empowered by it. Like, in class, they'll teach you about all the stuff that happened in the 1900s or the 1800s for activism, and like it just feels like part of history. But when it's right, like, in your city, that's like, to me, that is the greatest feeling ever, because it's like it makes you realize how many of us feel the same way, feel the same oppression, feel the same pain, and feel the same willingness to make it right. Like, yeah. And at first, it was kind of shaky. It made me feel kind of shaky because it was like, okay, where is this going? I've never really seen this, unfold. I've been keeping up with it, from friends that have been going to the protests, people in different states, different cities, watching their protests, how things have progressed ever so slowly from calm and peaceful to chaotic. And at first, it was kind of scary. It was like, ooh, wait, how y'all dealing with that? Like, I'm here to support y'all. Like, I want the best for our community. And that's how it felt at first. But now it's like, I want to be out there too, Like, I want to fight like on the front lines. I want to see and be a part of the action. You know, it's kind of, to be quite frank, it sucks a little bit to stay at home. You know, like
you can take action at home too, though.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
there are petitions, there are
That's
support group. You know, you can pour into different groups. So I think what you just did by offering your gift, and I know you have another gift that you're going to leave us with before we end out today, but those are things that will empower other people. So don't think that you haven't contributed, because, darling, I tell you, you most certainly have. I can assure you of that. So you said you want to be out there. I could understand that. I could understand that. Is there anything else you would like to leave us with before you go into your next piece?
I want y'all to remember that amidst all of the chaos, that self-care is important. When it feels like the whole world is falling down and everyone is against Black people, you are a Black person. So you are contributing to our cause if you take some time to take care of your mental state, take care of your physical health, all of that. Because without us being well, we cannot make this world well. We can't. So be well, be happy. Don't let any of the negative things in this world bring you down. Stay positive. Keep a positive outlook on life. Because if you can't see the positive, how are you going to show it to anyone else? So that's all I got.
Wow. Well, you just poured into us. You just told us grown folks. Thank you so much, Imani. So the stage is yours. You can go ahead and give us your gift.
Okay. So this poem, this poem is one that I wrote when I was in school. It's called Subliminal Blackness. It is about the struggle of feeling like you're not Black enough.
Okay.
And feeling like the things that are supposed to make you Black are kind of falling apart.
Okay. I'm going to remove myself so you can have the stage all to yourself.
Okay. Subliminal Blackness. I go to school in a place where brown is no longer the minority, but still feels inferior. My school is surrounded by places I'm not allowed to explore. So is my home. My home is a place where Starbucks does not exist, and the closest thing to a Frappuccino is a frappe from McDonald's. My neighborhood is a product of gentrification and subliminal messaging, where there's convenience stores and smokes with alcohol on every corner and fast food restaurants on every turn, because death should be convenient, right? I live in the middle of a desert. I live where there are 50 beauty supply stores that sell things that cover up who you are or make you used to having only the fake things in life, as if we're not the very definition of beauty. The heights that we want to reach are a lot farther than our pimped out paradise, a place where Kroger, H-E-B, and Whole Foods live on every corner. And if you want a quick hot made meal, there's Peli Peli and the Olive Garden for you to munch on. My church is a place where the people are more judgmental than Judy, but wear their biggest smiles and throw their hands the highest when the choir starts singing Take Me to the King. 10 o'clock service ends before 12:35 because no one can stand to be near stiff necks that long. Because if you don't look like us, then you surely can't praise the same God as us. But I do not apologize for things that cannot be changed. I do not apologize for being female. I do not apologize for being Black. No, excuse me, African American. For having a sort of kind of not blurry history or a clearer, highly purposed future. I will apologize for what I'm about to say. It may offend some people. You are not perfect. I am not perfect. In our human forms, none of us are. We can strive to become it, but we must all stand as one. There can be no such thing as race, gender, or a too messed up past, but solely claiming that we are God's children, one body with Adam's blood running through our veins and Christ washing us clean. So, no more killing in cold blood. No more in warmth. No more hatred of those who do not look like you or sound like you. No more. No more plans of deceit and war. No more. No more innocence stolen. No more. No more. Do not persecute me if you are not without sin. Do not kill me if you did not create me. Do not touch me if I did not ask you to. Do not break me only to make me wish that you would fix me. Church folks, do not send me out into a storm when the hurricane has not fully passed. And do not look at me differently when you've only heard a portion of my story. Thank you.
Wow. Okay. I don't have no words. I'm gonna bring Portia back to the stream. That was amazing.
And I was over here in the back just snapping, girl. I was like, all right, Imani.
Oh wow, that was incredible. You have
a gift, girl, a gift. I wish I was that
gift.
talented when I was 17 or 18, but I'm still not that talented. So kudos to you, girl.
Wow. That was
I'm still not there yet.
Powerful. That was so necessary for today.
All up and down and around. Yeah.
Can we feature just that portion on our Instagram?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, do it.
We're going to post that because that was incredible and the world needs to hear that beyond this platform.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Imani, for joining us. Thank you for being courageous enough to share your gifts with AXO. Yeah, we truly appreciate you. Can you tell people a little bit about AXO before you leave, just in case some people are interested in joining?
Oh, yes, ma'am. So AXO stands for the Afro Academic, Cultural, Technological, Scientific Olympics. So for any child, I believe from 8th grade all the way to your senior year of high school, you can compete in a range of categories, in music, vocal, instrumental. You can do different genres of dance. And there's a whole STEM section with science, math, biology. There's just a lot of the smart stuff, right? The smart stuff. And then, so anywhere where you feel like that is your strong suit, like that's your passion, they have an area for it. And I would say for those that are looking to compete, do not be afraid, because those people want to see you succeed just like you want to see them succeed. We're all there to support each other. Even though we're competing against each other, if one Black person wins, all of us do. So yeah, if you want to compete, go ahead.
Awesome. Well, I thank you for joining us, and I've spoken with your sponsor, my fellow committee member, and we will plan an event, a show all around AXO.
Oh,
so
cool.
You're just the tip of the iceberg. I know that y'all are going to bless us when we bring y'all all back on. So thank you again, Imani, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right. And thank you, Mom and Dad, for allowing us into your space. Is that your dog barking?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
To the dog. He's like, let me free. Thank you all. It's important to showcase the parents because they've poured into you. You don't become that loving and brilliant as you are without some parents really sacrificing and pouring into you. So thank you, Mom and Dad. That is beautiful.
Thank you for supporting her gift.
Yes, thank you. Well, y'all have a beautiful rest of your Juneteenth. Enjoy your weekend, and we hope to see you soon.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Portia, that was incredible.
Yeah, it really was. I love Imani. She marched with us in January for the MLK parade with the young adults, and she was a joy. Her and the rest of the AXO kids were a joy to have, walk that 3 miles with us, and they helped us laugh and help us get people registered to vote. So I just love seeing young people, be so engaged and so empowered And when she just said, I just was like, I'm rooting for everybody Black. Like, yes, girl.
Yes.
So that was a joy, and I can't wait to see her. You know, as a TSU alum, I can't wait to see her tear up TSU and just do everything.
Alum, graduate of both of us, the Barbara Jordan Mickey Leland School of Public
Affairs. Yes.
Yes. So we look forward to welcoming our newest Tiger.
Yes.
To the Tiger Walk to 3100 Cleburne. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we wish you a happy Juneteenth. Momentarily, we will be posting
yes.
our video montage celebrating Juneteenth for the campaign. What Juneteenth?
So if you submitted a video, please look out for it. We want to make sure that you see yourself on there.
Yeah, some people might have gotten cut.
Maybe yes, it was
maybe. Just because of the camera angles and if your audio wasn't high enough. But most people are in it. Thank you so much, Portia. Don't forget tomorrow, what time?
7 to 8 p.m. 2002 Wheeler Avenue at the branch, candlelight vigil, voter registration, and membership. So $30 for the year. If you join tomorrow on June 20th of 2020, you'll be a member till June 20th of 2021. So we hope to see you there, guys. Thank you. Be safe. Enjoy the rest of your Juneteenth.
All right. Good night.